are finally now live, everybody. Live on TikTok, live on YouTube. Good morning, everybody. Michael Clark, owner of Culture Shock Investments, here with you. Interesting day in the market today. We had Trump and Xi meet up. Came to some sort of truce deal where China's going to buy soybeans. We're going to lower the tariffs on them. They're going to make more control on fentanyl related products getting into the country. So a lot of back and forth negotiation going on there. That seemed to go decent. The South Korea deal seemed to go really well based on how Trump presented the deal as being concluded. South Korea is going to be giving a large sum of money, around 600 billion, to the United States in capital, and trying to entice the United States through some other trade insight and some other trade incentives that they're giving out to the United States. And they are also going to get in return permission to build a nuclear submarine from President Trump. There's a lot of military posturing going on through some of these deals as well. If you notice, before Trump went to go speak with China, he spoke about how we're going to start testing nuclear bombs again. We ain't tested nuclear bombs in over 30, 40 years, he said. So for us to start testing nuclear bombs, that's like a flex move. We flexing on people. So we got to see. He says he's doing it to flex on Russia, but he did it right before his meeting with Xi in China. I think that was a little flex move to try to hold some leverage in that meeting. And it seemed to probably have panned out because I know China doesn't want any kind of thing to do with nuclear tensions or nuclear issues. Nobody wants that to be an issue of talk in their economy, because that itself is going to suppress markets drastically. People feel like some kind of nuclear event is coming. That's going to scare people to death, literally. So nobody wants to hear those words, nuclear war, okay? And that, what's up?
Average down. I average down to bring the cost from 1050 to now is at I bought two. Is at from 1050 to 940.
Average down. Well, you got your stop. I would then, if you average down right there, that means you got to stop out earlier. I would stop out if we close the candlestick below 201.50 then on Nvidia. Okay.
So right now I need 207 to get on neutral side.
Yeah, right now, watch shit on the 30-minute chart with Nvidia. You need them to get above the call entry level, 205. That's the key level you want to see them close above. When they close back above there, you got a good chance to get that 207 back. All right. Yeah, market's still in a little pullback this morning. I'm watching the Qs though. Like I said, I have a support level on the QQQ this morning based off of all this news. We have a lot of earnings coming up. Well, we just had Microsoft yesterday. We have Apple and Amazon coming up today after close. So I think the markets are going to be held by that until those earnings reports come out. It looks like they were wanting to drop with Microsoft and Meta reports. But Microsoft got a nice little recovery bounce off of where it dipped to post earnings. It went all the way down to 514. That was crazy. That was a crazy reaction right after earnings. But they bounced back up, as you see right here, to 528. Want to see them back above 532. Microsoft will start closing candlesticks, 30-minute or hourly candlesticks above 532 today. You should be able to get a nice push out of them to 538. So we gotta make sure that happens first. But these are all confirmations. You don't know anything until you get confirmation on your chart. And you could guess and assume and presume, but until that confirmation comes in, I don't make any kind of moves. Gotta stay locked in. Coinbase was another company we were watching. Coinbase took a heavy dip, but Coinbase has earnings coming up today as well. After close, yep. So Coinbase, Apple, Amazon after close are going to be the big boys today. Yesterday it was like Microsoft and Meta. Everybody was watching out for. And let me look at something real quick. Let me see what they're talking about on the news really quick. Meta had a crazy sell-off after their earnings report. And that was because Meta has a heavy amount of CapEx spend on AI. And I guess the streets aren't rewarding capex spend like that anymore. They used to. When people saw capex expenditure, capital expenditure on tools like AI, innovative, people, the stock market will get excited about that. Like, oh, the company's innovating, they're spending capital on things that they're building and new products. And but now people want to see. They say, show me the products now. We've seen enough capital expenditure. Now we need to see some kind of results coming out of this capital expenditure. We want to see some products. We want to see sales from a product that you made from this AI that you've invested billions and billions of dollars into. Microsoft as well said they're going to invest billions of more dollars into AI going forward. So Alphabet and Meta and Microsoft are doubling down on their AI investment going forward. I think they pledge like 70 billion plus combined over the next year towards AI products and AI development.
Yeah. Nvidia's killing me, bro.
The one to get yesterday would have been Google. Google was the one that took off. Google went crazy after they reported their earnings yesterday.
Yeah.
Google took a jump from 275 to 289. Well, really 300. It topped off at 300 and rejected. Came all the way back down to 280 today. Now it's back at 289. That's some volatile movement post earnings. You could have caught Google this morning on that dip down to 280. That would have been the time to grab them. Damn, I wish I caught that. Because I do see Google being over 300 by the end of this year. So I'm going to put an alert in actually right here at 280 now, around 280.50. Because if they come back down there, I want to get me a call and play that bounce. If they could hold it.
Yo, what's going on? What the market read today?
No, what's going on, man? You see the market? You see what Microsoft and Meta did after earnings, boy?
I see, but
yeah, them boys gonna pull the market. Them boys gonna pull on the market, especially the Qs and SPY. Microsoft take a dip like that, and Meta, they gonna pull. They gonna pull on the ETFs. And this, I thought it was gonna be worse than this. Honestly, shit, this is not that bad. Nvidia is the one right now that's probably causing extra weight because Nvidia is sitting down at 202. Nvidia need to get back above 205. If Nvidia get back above 205, the market has barely moved. The market hasn't moved since close of yesterday. Like, you're gonna see, as I said, we're gonna make hold support on the Qs at 630 as a level of support I want to hold. But I really want to see us get back above 635. So between 630 and 635 is where I think we're gonna chop today until people see them Apple, Amazon, and Coinbase earnings. So, you know, we in a news and event filled week. When you have news and event filled weeks, you get a lot of chop. You get little burst pops, but that end up in consolidation. So if you didn't catch the burst pop on like Google when they had their earnings, if you didn't catch the pop over the weekend on the Qs when they jumped up, then you're going to be sitting in this consolidation getting chopped up until by probably tomorrow morning the market will make its decision. After they see Apple, Amazon earnings, the market will definitely know what it's going to do tomorrow. So tomorrow by like 11:30, 12, we're going to know how the market feel based on how Trump and Xi meeting went, based on earnings, based on the deal with South Korea. All that should play out tomorrow by like 12 o'clock, how the market really feels about all that. Unless something new.
China and them.
Yeah, But now earnings is just in the way.
Like that shit would you know what I'm saying, tuned up the market at least, like, you know, a little teapot.
Yeah, no. It didn't even do that, man. That drop from Microsoft put a nice little weight on it, bro. I'm telling you, Microsoft is a big dog. That's why when Microsoft pushed how they pushed, the whole market pushed like that. Microsoft went from.
You know, I swung that Tesla call. Oh my god.
You swung Tesla? No, I did not swing Tesla. I did not swing Tesla. I swung Coinbase call.
Like, because of the deal with the XI shit.
Right.
I'm saying I did it because of the deal with the XI. So I'm like, alright. You know what I'm saying? Tesla should either go up a little bit,
You feel me? Even if I get like 30, 40% at open, I'll take it.
And you swung
Nigga,
it from
nigga gave
close
me that shit.
yesterday?
Nigga, yeah.
Oh, you had it all day yesterday.
Nah, I swung it from close.
Oh, you bought it at close yesterday? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's look at the heat map, man. Let's see what the heat map is talking about. The heat map is ugly.
Heat map talking about put.
All the big dogs is in the red. All the smaller companies in green. Eli Lilly, Berkshire Hathaway, J.P. Morgan, Visa, Caterpillar, Procter and Gamble, Walmart, all in green today. IBM, the red companies, Nvidia. Well, Google's up 5%. That's why only big dog. Everybody else, Tesla down, Amazon down, Meta super down, Oracle got smacked, Avgo got smacked, Nvidia. So with those big dogs in the red, we going. That's why I said I'm pretty surprised the market holding where it's at right now, considering how many of these big companies had pullbacks. So that's showing resilience to me, if anything. So I'm kind of happy because I thought we was going to wake up and it was going to be ugly today, boy. But this is a pretty decent. Look at the IWM right now bouncing. I caught an IWM call at 245.70. I'm looking for them to reclaim 250. They get back up to 250, I'm out.
Yeah, I got the 250 calls right now. I'm down 17%.
Yeah, boy. And as soon they get up to 250, I am gone. They got a big little selling block they put in yesterday that starts at 247.80, 247.90, and goes all the way up to 248.90. If we get above 248.90, boy, we should get a nice push today, cause that would be a crazy turnaround on the IWM.
Took one of those node calls.
Okay.
From the Skylick shit, right?
Okay.
I did Raggedy Computing. Cause they had a price target at $55. I was like, I don't know how that shit was gonna make it, you know.
RGTI, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
$2.
My boy called them Raggedy.
Yeah, Raggedy kid. Because I caught them at $2, so I'm like, all right, cool. I bought a 20-pack. That shit ain't want to fill. So I tried to cancel and get another 20. That shit filled me in for a 40-pack. Kid, I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, man. It filled everything.
It filled everything, right? So I'm like, damn, I can't cancel. I'm like, fuck it. We gonna ride.
You gotta ride out now.
You understand? You gotta ride out. So this morning I woke up, this shit up 400%. Why the fuck I can't sell?
You can't sell because nobody buying it?
Man, I don't know. Every time I sell it, give me another price.
So why? So what's the bid and ask price right now?
Now I'm back to zero.
Oh.
That's the shit.
Okay.
But the stock is moving. From where it was at this morning, it was worth $2. It went up to $12. So I'm like, oh shit. Let me go ahead and sell. I'm like, what the fuck?
When does the contract expire?
Tomorrow.
All right, so you got hit with the theta. You shouldn't be getting hit with theta today because it's not a 0 day. So what I would do is put an order in. Just hold an order in there at like, you bought it at $2. Or try to, I would see, do the simulated return. You on Robinhood? See what prices say you needed to move until. See what prices say you needed to move to before you get any kind of motion in your contract. What price do you need?
All right, let me see. For it to go up to like $3, I need at least $40.60 right now.
Okay, what is the price at right now?
It's $40.19.
All right, so you guys set your alert there. Set your alert at 40.60, and then for like 40 and 40 like 80, I would set 2 alerts there and see what your contract look like when those alerts go off, and I'll try to sell them as soon as you get them alerts.
This morning when it was at $39.80 or $39.90, this shit had jumped up to like $6. You feel me? I tried to sell again. I was up 200%. I mean, 200%. I'm like, This shit still can't sell. I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
That's be the thing with contracts with low volume on it too. That's why you gotta be careful with the companies you're trading. If nobody's there on the other side to buy, the contract's not gonna sell. So especially if it's like one of those low volume traded companies and not a blue chip, the market makers are not gonna buy that. They're just gonna let it sit there. So you either gotta have someone on the other side waiting to buy it, and that's why you gotta look at the volume. Go look at the volume on the contracts, and that'll tell you exactly why. I bet you the volume is like zero. So the volume, you got to have some kind of little bit of action on your con. You got to have some kind of volume. Yeah. So you got
122 and 8,000 open interest on it.
On your contract.
Yeah.
At the price is at now, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. So when that thing go up, you got to see that. But it should sell for you if you got high open interest like that, 1,000 people. Then when it pushes up to, when it jumps up again, what I would do, you could just put the sell order in now and just leave it in there, bro. So when it triggers, it triggers.
Yeah, that's how we do.
You know, if you get $6 off of it, yeah, you take it. You happy with that? Take that. It's a 40 pack, man. And you.
Hey, let me show you, kid. I didn't even take the picture. I'm trying to sell this shit, kid. I'm like, yo, nigga.
But yeah, leave that order in there. Somebody might grab that, so just leave it sitting in there for right now. See if it's sitting. Somebody will pick that up.
500% at that, kid. Quick $400, bro.
Yeah.
Let me sit on the check.
Yeah. Tell them they gotta
give me money.
Give me my money.
Oh, they don't want to give you that, bro. They not, bro. This shit stuck. So nah, it's the contract. It's how that shit is. Cause that contract was weird. When I jumped up, like, just say, if you go look on like the contracts and shit, the contract orders is weird. Like it jump up weird. Like when it get to, let me see. I guess they fixed it. Cause at this morning, like, look, the $48 calls are $6 right now, right? And the 48.50s are $24. Have a nice day. You see the difference? That's what's fucking me up. It's the price difference on the contract. So why the $48 are $5 and the 48.50s are $24? Feel me? That shit got different prices.
What contract is that? RGTI, you said, right? Yeah, man. Yeah.
RGTI.
Yeah. And be the risk be trading those. That's be the risk sometimes trading companies that don't have high volume on them. Well, RGTI should have. I know they had high volume before. And companies that aren't that stable in pricing, those strike and bid. I mean, those bid and ask price spreads are crazy sometimes on those companies.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get a trigger.
After that $6, boy, let that shit sit. I'm like, yo, I was happy, guys. I'm like, hold on, 400. Cause I looked at the price and I looked at the contract. That shit ain't match.
Oh shit! IWM starting to move. IWM on the move again, starting to move a little bit.
We up 8% right here. Hurry up, man. Give me my money back. Proper IWM. Something back this week. IWM been robbing me, boy.
We get above this. Yeah, we touched 248.90. I'm out. I'm out right around there, everyone. Give me that alert so I could go. Looking at the gamma exposure on the Qs, it's saying the gamma flip price is 2627.73. So as long as we above there, we okay. Like it got a good amount of buyers. If we get up to 635, if we get to 635, we should get a nice push because there's a lot of buyers waiting there. There's a lot of put volume on the Qs at around 629. So they got to push off of that. They got to get out of that. Get away from these Q motherfuckers, man. If they break above 635, I think the Qs will start stopping out. The puts will start stopping out. It's all about pressure in the market, pressure and leverage, man. Once I get too much pressure on it, it's gonna have to be released. The put side get too much pressure on it, they gotta let it go. The call side end up getting too much pressure on it, like, oh man, we up so high, and all these puts keep coming in, and we can't get any higher, and that's gonna put more and more pressure on calls. So, I mean, every little dip puts are making more money, and that's it. The calls eventually gotta let go, and it's just a balancing act in the market, letting out steam. I call it letting out steam. It's like building up pressure, and then you gotta let out the steam. One side or the other is gonna build up more pressure. You know, calls or puts, and then it's gotta let that steam go. Nvidia came right back for all them gaps she was talking about, man. Was that Nvidia? No, Microsoft. Microsoft came back for all the gaps. Microsoft refilled every gap, dog. Look on the daily. I said, dog, there go the gap refill boss was looking for. That shit did it. It gapped up, what, 2 days? Crazy gap ups. 2 days, and then ran right back down, boy. But it gapped down, too, boy. It didn't go down slow. It gapped back down, so that means we should get a push back up now. Like, all right, enough gapping. The gap shit got to be done, man.
Yeah, the gap done at this point, bro.
Now we should have a smooth, clear push up. Like, no gap up, just push up.
That could look crazy on the daily.
On the daily, right? You see Microsoft chart, like, what happened these last couple of days, bro?
Yeah.
That's how...
Before I gapped up the first time, it's matching that candle.
Yeah, exactly. Right there. That's what I'm saying. Like, it refilled the gap right back down, all the way to that bottom wick, boy. It came all the way. It refilled the gap down before that, all the way from Friday, October 24th. You see the bottom wick of where we hit today? It went down there. So it touched that. We refilled every gap now. So Microsoft should be cleared to take off.
Yeah, it's clear. So now we should go long on Microsoft.
Right, because it refilled every gap, bro. I'm already in a December call on them. I might dollar cost average into that position once we get back above. I want to see Microsoft reclaim 532.80. We get back above there, we close at 30 above there, I'm going to get more contracts. And then just sit on those for the rest of the year. Big gems, big gems.
Probably above 536.
Okay.
I'll probably feel more comfortable. You gotta get out of that middle of that buying block. And on top of that selling block, 536.90. I'll probably feel more comfortable up there if we close up there. Probably like on a daily. Then I'll go long.
Yeah. They refilled every gap.
Mind you, it's still on a fail to up on the weekend. With all this shit happening.
That's crazy. It's still a 2. Dog, you talking about a pump fake of a century? That was a perfect way to do it.
Bruh.
Without actually tanking the stock. You know what I mean? They didn't tank the stock at all. The stock didn't go nowhere.
It did. Because mind you, it's matching that wick from July.
The same earnings. The same wick from earnings, boy.
Bruh.
That's crazy.
These niggas know how to do it, boy.
Hey, mad scientists. Mad scientists.
Yo, that shit make no fucking sense, dude.
The company is doing better than it did last earnings, and it's still trading around the same price. What are you looking for? What does the market want?
That's what I want to know, bro.
Like, what is the market looking for out of Microsoft? Microsoft should be $600 by now. If you just go off the top wick of last time, we should have recovered all the way back up to there before this earnings, and then from there, from 556, we should have been pushing up to 600. We should be at like 605.
Like that's what I'm saying, because
Yeah.
this graph right here, like yo, what sense does this make?
It's either giving us a sign something really bad is about to happen because it's not letting Microsoft get above 560. Whatever's happening is not letting Microsoft close above there. Either something really crazy about to happen, and it's Microsoft is showing us like, listen, this is as far as we going. We ain't getting above here. Or we have a situation where we're getting ready to go into some crazy consolidation on the market. Like the market is really topped out. Because if Microsoft don't get back above 547, I don't believe the market is really going to push. I don't care how much Apple will do and all that. The market's not going to really push unless Microsoft really make that push. We can't sit sideways again for a whole quarter.
We cannot.
Especially through holiday season. The market will start tanking. People are not that patient.
So now we gotta see the next weekly bar.
Right.
There can't be no one bar like the last one.
Right. That means we got exactly. That means we have to get above 553 by next week. I think we got to close this week above 540, 547 at least. If we close this week above 547, okay. But if we don't, and we closing down here,
We in trouble.
we in trouble if we close down here, boy. If we close anywhere at 530, it's gonna be ugly.
Cause I've been seeing motherfuckers got like November puts, kid.
Yeah.
On the watch list or on the chart or some shit. There's something going on in November, like towards the middle of November.
Okay. You can have an easy breakdown on Microsoft. It could come down. If it don't hold 530 and start closing above, I really want to see it close. I'm putting an alert right here at 538. The top of that weekly wick in August. If we don't close above 538 this week, we're going to be at 505 next week.
Matter of fact, you got to close on top of that buying block on the weekly. That's what, 523, 524 you could say. Anything below 524 is ugly.
Oh yeah, it's not. It's taking shit. Anything for me, anything below 530 on Microsoft is ugly. That boy got a hold. It gotta bounce off of 530. It's putting in a nice little one bar right now on the 30. So let's see if we get a nice little pivot bounce because their earnings was great, man. They had really good earnings. So hopefully people sit there and read the report. Yeah, they beat on everything. Microsoft beat on everything. Meta was the one that missed.
Oh yeah.
That was crazy. And then I seen the announcers on TV. You know these companies pay people to go on the news after they report earnings to try to talk the company up. This guy was on TV talking about how Meta is doing great, how they do. I said, bro, do you see the EPS? Oh, they beat every metric. No, they did not. They did not beat every metric. They clearly missed on EPS. What are you talking about?
I don't know how much they paid that nigga, boy.
Yeah, he paying them. All the big companies got that 1, 2, 3 people they pay announcers. They're gonna pay to go on TV to talk up the company because they know people watching the news. They want to hear what people got to say. Let me check it.
Microsoft will look good for a little call now. Feel me?
Yeah.
You ride that shit back up. 540, 535.
Yep. If they get above 532, I'm grabbing that call. 532.7. Yeah, I'm gonna grab that call. ASAP. Meta's dead. I ain't touching Meta. They forget about that. I don't like nothing about how his plans sound right now. He gotta fix that.
Hey, good time to grab some lows, boy. You understand?
Some longs, yeah. But I think they may dip a little bit more even, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I do want to grab longs on them. Get some $800 calls for like next year now. I'm sure it's going to be $10,000 anymore.
Oh, my God. Yeah, because they got the $800 March 20th call. Right now, they're 2 bands, 2,200.
See, still 2 bands.
It was 5,500.
Yeah, see? Mm-hmm. Oh, Boeing got smacked this week. What happened with Boeing? Oh, they had earnings. They must have had bad earnings. Yeah, they missed on earnings bad by 44%. They missed on the EPS. Tanked.
Crazy. Oh wow. The $1,000 March calls. Right now they 500. The low of today was 380.
Oh, Meta?
And yesterday, and yesterday was 1,300.
Meta. Hey.
March $1,000 calls.
Caterpillar still pushing, huh?
Are they?
I'm about to put a 2 up on the daily again. They keep pushing like this.
Yo, Ball B, man, them Nvidia calls is killing me right now, bro. From yesterday, and I was looking at nighttime call like I'm about to have a good morning.
Listen, man, if all the news say bullish, don't pay attention to the pullback, dog. If everything you analyze tell you bullish, until you find that bearish piece of news that justifies a pullback, then you can say, okay. But if the market is bullish and everything you're hearing is bullish, when you get these kind of pullbacks, you can't get too caught up in them. You can't get too caught up in them. A lot of the time, like I said, this is just steam releasing. Like I said, we've been at all-time highs for a little minute now. A lot of people taking profit, a lot of stuff happening, earnings coming out. So a lot of steam is coming out the market right now. I wouldn't take it as we're going bearish, you know. I would just take it as the market's letting off steam from all-time highs. But if we had some bearish news to go along with it, like the Trump and Xi meeting went bad and things like that, or the inflation, they did no cut this time. If we had stuff like that going on behind it, then you could say the market is probably going to push down. But right now, it's looking like it's holding pretty resilient. I wouldn't get too shaken out by it. And we still have big earnings tonight. That's going to dictate tomorrow as well. So if Amazon and Apple come in with some strong reports, that'll reverse the market right back up. I don't know about for Meta. Meta may have a hard time getting back up. But Coinbase, we know Coinbase could swing either way. Last time, the reason why I think Coinbase is going to pop is because last time, one, they reported great earnings, right? They had strong earnings, but it still pulled back. But I think but they were already near highs. They were already above 400 last time they reported earnings. This time, we down in the low 300s and they about to report earnings. So if they beat earnings this time the same way they beat last time or around that same, they're going to take off. We should take off from here. Last time they missed on revenue by 5%, but they beat on EPS by 300%. So we need Coinbase to beat on revenue and EPS this time. If they do those two things, we're going to $400. It'll be $400 at open. Okay. Or at least 370, 380. So let's do some research on coin real quick. Let's see what their fundamentals look like last quarter. And then we can compare it. I'm going to have my AI assistant run some analysis for me too.
I ain't gonna lie, boy. I was running some trend lines last night on Tesla.
Okay.
My thing is looking right now.
Trend line on Tesla? Well, you did a uptrend or a downtrend?
Yeah, like you was talking about, like you do them shit on every time frame.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I did. Like them shit, I ain't gonna lie, them shit show you like where like prices can retest type stuff.
Of course, trend line is powerful, man. That's one of the best tools in there. Trend lines.
Like right now, Tesla's sitting on a trend line. If we get below that shit, we're done. Like right now, boy. Right on that motherfucker on the daily. That's what the daily
All right. I'm gonna do my analysis and let my AI assistant do their analysis. Let's look at the financials. Let's look at their statements. So total revenue year over year. Boom, boom, boom. Up 109%. Operating income, net income, 1.4 billion, up 3,000% year over year. Where did they? Where did they miss? How did they miss on estimates? How did they miss on the estimates? Revenue 1.59 billion. They reported 1.59 billion in revenue. Where do they see that at?
You say what?
No, I was at the storage place. Damn, what a fact that I wish I take that profit from Nvidia yesterday, man. That little $100 profit.
It's always good to take the profit.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. Now I'm down. What I'm down now? I think 27%. Let me see.
Let's look at the balance sheet.
Yeah, I'm down 26%, bro. I got a 6-pack.
Cash flow, 240.
I mean, you could back up with it a little bit so I can go.
Let me see. I like Coinbase a lot, man. I like them, man. They don't have debt. They have no debt. They actually have $5 billion more capital than debt. They're negative $5 billion in their net debt. Their cash flow. Let me see. The free cash flow dropped crazy last quarter. That may have caused them to pull back. But they're probably doing a lot of spending. So their free cash flow went down, but they still had $240 million on hand. They spent around $750 million last quarter on investing. And all right, so I like how their finances look. I think they should beat on revenue this time. But let me see what my AI analysis is looking like.
I blow these people like every fucking day. How many numbers did I got, bro?
10,000, boy. The robots got endless numbers. They'll call you forever. AI calls are gonna come in forever now, boy. AI gonna be calling us forever for the rest of our lives until it figures out how to sound like a real human.
Bruh, I need to stop it.
You know what you gotta do? You gotta answer and tell them that they can't to stop calling you or you're gonna sue. If you ignore the call, you don't answer, they'll keep calling. If you answer and tell them that you want them to stop calling your phone, then they gotta do that. I learned that. Because if you answer the phone, you tell them that they gotta stop calling you, and they keep calling you, now you can sue them, and they don't want to get sued. So if you answer the phone, one of them teleprompt, hey, my name is, hello, how you doing? Yes, I would appreciate if you guys take my name off your call list, please. I would like it removed right now. All right, we'll remove your name from the list, or your number from the list. Boom, and they'll do it. They'll stop calling you. But you gotta talk to them for a second, though. I know maybe they don't even want to talk to them. They just be ignoring their number. Instant block, right? Yeah, I know. And that's how they get. And they know people do that, and they just keep calling from different numbers, keep calling. Nope, you gotta tell them, you do not have the right to call my number. You have no right to keep doing this. Boy, bill collectors not even allowed to do that. People that you actually owe money, like creditors. Like, if you don't give creditor permission, if you tell a creditor that they don't have permission to call you or something like that, they can't keep calling you about that debt, boy. They'll have to just take you to court, But if you don't say anything and make it clear, then they'll just keep calling. They'll keep calling and calling and calling. Come on, IWM. We just had a nice little push going. Where you going? Let's look at
Should be
CG's.
good. So like, it gotta get above 247.90.
Yeah. On an hourly, I gotta get above 248 to put a 2 up on the hourly. Get a on, it'll be a 232 reversal. That'll be nice. I like that. I like those combos.
And I was looking on a 4 hours.
Yeah.
On a 4 hour, you can see that 247.90 level.
Yep. That's why I got my alert. 247.90 right there. We get above that. We close the candlestick above that. We should definitely get that next 2 up.
Hell yeah. Need that.
Need it in my life.
The next push to 248, man. To get to 250 at least.
Right. Give me 249.50.
And we got a 3 ball in the 4 hours too, so that should be good. It's bullish.
Yeah. I want to see 249.50. I'll get out right there. If we get 249.50, I'll take it. I don't care.
We got a bullish 1 ball in the daily too, so let's see how that plays out, man.
I'm gonna be so pissed. They go to 252 without us, dog. I'll be so pissed, bro.
You should. I need that, boy. I need my money.
If we got 252 today, woo, boy, I got a 15 pack over here, okay? If we go to 252, you got an 8 pack? Yeah. Let's see what the AI analysis on Coinbase is. Coinbase is showing revenue growth, particularly in its non-transaction / spot trading areas, subscription services, but is facing headwinds from sagging transactions revenues and volatile crypto markets. Okay. Recent regulatory tailwinds and partnerships offer up potential upsides, but the results indicate that the conversion of that potential into material value growth is still uncertain. Okay. What is the estimate for Coinbase this quarter? They're looking at an EPS of what? What the market thinking they're gonna do? 1.13. Yo, they destroyed earnings last time, boy. That's crazy. The earnings expectation EPS was 1.25 last time. Came in at 5.1.
Sheesh.
And they still pulled back. But I was so baffled. So baffled. Okay. So if Coinbase beats on subscription and services revenues or shows strong growth in derivatives, it could support a higher multiple, improved outlook. If transaction revenues continue to struggle or fall further and cost pressures remain, the company may face investor disappointment despite its growth initiatives. So they got to pick up transaction revenue. Let me see. Is that even in here in the revenue?
Yeah, they should.
Their transaction revenue has to pick up.
Okay. We're looking good on IWM so far.
Man.
Okay, we're about to get a 2 up right here.
Come on.
You at the line, bro. You at the line, bro. Come on. 247.96. Come on, bro. That nigga playing right now.
Let me see something. If I could see Coinbase's earnings from. Let's see total revenue.
And really feed us today, man.
All right, so we need a growth in subscription and services on Coinbase. How y'all feel about the last quarter Coinbase? I feel like more people subscribed. Y'all feel like more transactions took place? Just off the street feel. How you feeling?
Yeah.
Oh, was
I feel so.
Yeah.
Heard a lot of shit about Coinbase. Like they updated it. I feel good about it too.
Do you feel like a lot of people have been using Coinbase more this last quarter than the quarter before? Do you think there's been an uptick in usage of Coinbase? Oh, the app Coinbase.
Because they got the credit card, so I guess a lot of people have been getting that.
Okay, I like that analysis right there. Yeah. That's the big one because I've heard y'all talk about that credit card a lot in the last month or two, so I can see that. A lot of people ordering the credit card. They want the new, so they must have been pushing that. Okay, I'm convinced. Y'all convinced me, man. I'm sold. We going Coinbase loans, Coinbase 400s. So we want Coinbase to close today above 345.
It's just like the shit we was talking about when they trying to take like quarterly earnings to make it like twice a year type shit, like every quarter. It's just like last quarter they fucked up, but this quarter they might fix the issue.
Okay.
So like just say for example, if you were to report twice a year with the last bad earnings, like just say the shit that they were supposed to report bad earnings on, you wouldn't see it. It would have fixed it on this earnings.
Right.
So this one should be a good one. So let's see. Because they got a 21% upside on them, so I would say about what, 425 price target? From where is that?
Okay. All right.
Oh, okay, that's what you wrote. ChatGPT wrote that for you.
Yeah. That's the AI analysis.
There's an app. What app is that?
It's ChatGPT.
Okay, ChatGPT. Damn, bro, what's up with NVIDIA? NVIDIA done for the day, huh, Mike?
No, Nvidia ain't going nowhere, man. Nvidia chilling. That's 603. It's at 203 still.
Yeah, I feel like, man, since last week, every try I've been taking haven't been working for me.
Maybe weeks like that, man. Sometimes a whole month like that. You can't let it smack you up though. And this is why I say you cannot have all your investments in the trading and things that you're trading. You got to have your long-term portfolio because when you have weeks like this, you know what's going on. Your long-term portfolio is still pushing up for you. It's holding you support. But when you having bad months and stuff like that, and all your money's in options and volatile stocks, your whole portfolio is gonna get smacked, and it's not gonna feel good. Like right now, I'm pretty sure if you cut your loss down by, let's say, it's whatever you down by now, if you cut it down by like 50, 60%, it wouldn't be bothering you that much.
Yeah, but I've been cutting too much losses.
No, what I'm saying, if you had 50% of what you lost right now, if you only lost half of the money that you lost right now, you wouldn't be feeling as bad. Like right now, that Coinbase contract, if you down 10 bands, if you was only down 5 bands or 4 bands, you wouldn't feel as bad. But only reason why you're down that much is because you have so much weight into it. You gotta release some of that weight and put that into your long term. That's why I said last time you sold Coinbase, the key thing for you to do is to set up that long term. But you know what you did. Now you know you gotta do it this time. Like, don't play around with it, bro. Like, this stuff is serious. It's not like a casino where you're gonna gamble and mess around with it and come up $1 million in a day. Nah, it's not gonna happen. So just gotta stay disciplined to the strategy. You gotta start that long term ASAP. Hold on, let me end the live. Cause I'm live on Discord. I'm live on TikTok. Appreciate everybody that came through the live session today. This is what we were into. We went over some news, gave you some Coinbase analysis for earnings tonight, and let's see how that pans out. You know, I'm thinking that they're going to have a nice pop up to like 380, 390. But that's all depending on their services. You know, if they come in with some strong subscription and services, that should help, as well as meaningful transaction income. Because those are the things that disappointed the street last time. They didn't care about the EPS, and they have to beat revenue. Okay? So that's what we're looking for Coinbase today. Good luck. Remember, playing earnings is always high risk, so don't do it all the time. Only do it when you have high confidence, and do it with low capital. Low capital, low risk, high reward. That's how you do earnings results. That's how you play earnings. You don't do high risk, high reward on earnings. Okay? Build up your long-term positions, and I will see you all next week on the live session. And actually, no, this weekend we're going to have class on Saturday. Class on Saturday, 7 p.m. Be there. If you're a beginner investor or trader, you got to be part of these sessions. That's the only way. That's one of the ways you're going to learn the basics of the stock market and become more comfortable trading on your own and not needing guidance all the time from people. You're going to be able to look at levels that someone provides and be able to do your own analysis because you know the basics. Okay? And then we have charting session on Monday morning. We will be back on Monday morning with the live charting session and see what the market is looking like next week. Make sure you hit that follow button and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Share with your friends and family. And I will see you all next week for more live trading. All right.